Hello and welcome back to another how-to with me, Jurassics. Today we're going to be focusing on a little trick using these guardians that are around us to make a squid farm or an ink farm. We'll also get some byproducts from this kelp if you would like that as well for a furnace array or something like that. But today this is going to be all about squids and how we can make the best use of this area around us. As we see them attacking these squids over here, that's what we want to see, and that's what we're going to use in this this farm that we're going to build. So without further ado, what you'll need to do is find a ocean monument. Doesn't need to be anything specific. I believe a warm water is slightly better in terms of the rates, but other than that, any ocean monument will do. And what you'll want to do is get in here and break open or get in and kill the elder guardians so you won't get mining fatigue, and then after that you can crack on. But we won't talk about how to do that today. This is just about the ink farm, so let's get on with it, shall we? So for this farm you will need, first things first, what you want to do is, if you're building this in survival, find a little land nearby, or worst case scenario, use the kelp to build a little island just far enough away so the guardians can't get you, and you can set up a little base. And then what you want to do is get yourself some potion of invisibility and potion of water breathing. Don't worry so much about water breathing, you can do it without, but definitely the invisibility. And what that will do is stop you from being seen by the guardians, remove all your armor, and you'll be in a very happy place. So once you've got that, what you'll want to do is come in and get rid of these blocks right on top of the ocean monument, and that will just give you a bit more space to work with. It will allow the swimming machines that we're going to build in a bit, it will give them a bit easier access. And then if you want to plant the kelp for a furnace array or whatever you want to use it, you can plant it down, or alternatively just get rid of it all, and then you don't need to worry about that, and it can just be a squid farm. So once you've cleared the top part of any building blocks or structure, what you want to do is find the middle two blocks, because the ocean monument is an even number. Place a lily pad which is a bit further out than the limit of the ocean monument. That way you'll get as much as possible. You can put it much further back, but obviously it's going to mean the flying machines take longer. Once you've got that lily pad, you can then just place a block on the side like so, drop below, and then place 2 stairs like so. And then that way you know these two are the middle blocks for the ocean monument. And then what you want to do is, from this block, in counting this block, you want to come out 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Back 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then 1 more, and then come out 3 like so. So what you've got is this little sort of catchment area which will collect the ink sacs as they're being pushed in, and then this will catch the rest. And now we just want to mirror it on the other side. So now we've got both wings in place. What we want to do is come over to central blocks, and let's just place a chest like so. And then what we'll do is come around this side, and then what you want to do is place in hoppers like so. And then we're just going to bring this back all the way along till we get to the end on both sides, and just in front of these blocks we've got here, so go 1, with this one I like to put it under here, so we'll just move it there. There we go. Ooh. And then we can repeat it on this side over here. Okay, now we've got our hoppers in. What we can do is place our blocks, so we want to go 4 below, so just build up this front. There we go, and we now have our curtain in front of the hoppers, and now we'll need to put in the mechanisms that will allow the flying machines to move back and forth. So we just need 2, one there and one there. So let's go grab the items for that. So this is a bit where it takes a little bit of thought. So what you want to do is come here to where this juncture or this point is, and the reason I put this block here is so we can place a trapdoor like so. So you want it on this edge of this block, and we also want to do the same on the other side, so we'll place it like so. And then what you want to do is fill in all of the rest of these blocks with your building or a temporary block. And what that's going to do is it's going to displace the water, and then when you break them they will create a water stream that will push the ink sacs into the hoppers, so you don't have to worry about losing any of them during the process. Go, we've got it all filled up, and now we just take them back out again, and as you see, you can see this water stream is now pulling anything that sort of ends up here will get pulled into the hoppers, and then over here we'll create a angular water stream, so that will just help pull all the items in so you don't have any losses. And let's just take this all the way over. Oh, can put that there, that's fine. As long as you don't create water sources, it will be fine. So there we go, we've now got all of our water pushing the items into the hoppers. So at this stage we're now at the point of building the docking stations for our swimming machines. So easiest way I've found to do it, even if you are not going to use it as your control station, and I'll explain what I mean in a bit, is to place, no, that's not how we do it, place a sticky piston facing up here, and then place blocks on these 2 sides, and then whichever side you have that goes back a block, that's where you put this other block, and then we'll put one on there. And then what we'll also do is put redstone there and there, a redstone repeater set to 4 ticks there, and then what we also want to do is just come out and place our piston there, and that will automatically resend the swimming machine back out. And by having this mechanism here, if we put a lever here, we can turn the machine on and off, which you will want to do if you're leaving the chunks or logging out. Just stops it causing any problems with the swimming machine, and then to restart it you can just do that and you're good to go. So let's do that on this side so you can see it for both sides. So let's place that there, and then one on each side. Because this is the one that drops back, we'll put one on there, that one goes there, redstone on either side, and then a repeater on this side set to 4 ticks. And then what you want to do here is put the piston there, and then we have a lever on the end here. So there we go. That's our 2 docking stations. This is now complete in terms of the capture area. What you can do as well here is just put in more chests if you want to have more storage space. Ooh. So we can just keep going down, and then you only need to come here to collect your items once you're done harvesting. So there we go, that's this side. Now what we want to do is go over that side. So there's 2 ways to do it. We can either take a block and just run it straight over, or another way to do it is to use your F3 screen and look at these 2 blocks. So on the right you can see targeted blocks, so we got -208 and -209. So that's where we need to find over here. So if we come all the way back over here, find the end of Ocean Monument, and then we'll just do the lily pad system over here. So there we go, we have our lily pads here, so we can get rid of those, and these are 208, -208 and -209. So obviously that will be different on your world based on where you're building this. And then what we need to do is build out the arms on either side again, but they are slightly different. So let me get myself ready and I'll show you how that's done. So what we want to do on this side, instead of going 9 in these middle sections and 11 on the outside, we want to go the opposite. So we go 11, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then we're going to go forward 1 and go back 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we do the same thing, we come out and repeat that on the other side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Extra block, forward 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then a little wing out there. So there we go. So including this stair here, all the way out to here, that's 11, and then we've got 9 from this one to that one. So these wings are an extra piece. Hopefully that makes sense. And then over here we've got 9 including this one to here, and then 11 from here all the way over to here, and then this bit's an extra bit. So I'm not going to show you how to do the hoppers again. It's exactly the same over there, just a line in front, and then we'll put the curtain in as well. So we'll be back in just a moment. We now have our collection system in place. We've got our chest back here, and we also have our curtain with our hoppers along it. So what we want to do is come down here to these blocks once again, get our trapdoor and place it so it's on the outside of this block here, and we'll do the same over here. There we go. And then fill in the blocks once again and take them away again. Quite repetitive. So if you're getting this here, one thing you can do is just come across here, come across here, break these, fill that in, get rid of those source blocks, and then we'll put our brick stairs back again. and then that way you remove that water that was backflowing that would push any ink sacs away, because that would obviously affect the efficiency of the farm. And now over here, let's grab our redstone and we can put the docking stations in. So on this side, what we want to do is put our sticky piston as usual on there, and then because this is the side where the it comes back one, we'll put the block on that side. And what that essentially does is create a gap for the mechanism to fit within, which hopefully I'll be able to show you, and it will make a bit more sense in just a moment. There we go, and then once again, there we go, we can turn it on and off as we wish. So we'll do the same over here. So place the sticky piston there, block, oh, definitely not there, there, and then again, this is where it steps back one, so we can put that in there, and then we'll put the repeater, redstone dust, repeater, no, that's piston, shall we say, 4 ticks once again, and then we can turn it on and off. There we go. So we now have both stations in place for our flying machines. So I guess the last thing we need to do is get our flying machines built. To build the swimming machines, what we want to do is come over here, come a few blocks out like so, and then place a block in. So you don't want the first block, our end block, to be here. You want it to effectively be able to slot in here, and then from this block we want to come 9 towards me. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and then what we want to do is come this way. So we'll have the slime block, sticky piston there, and then we'll come 9 from the sticky piston this way. That is 6 7 8 9, and then again place an end cap, and then we also want to put a sticky piston here like so, and then effectively what we want to do is the observer to be here when it comes into this station. So which way do we want to go? We want to go over this side, so have it so the face is there, and what will happen will I believe it's quasi connectivity, and it will sort of start the machine. It's decided to go the other way, so let's see if this comes into the docking station, and we can see it already working. We can see the kelp being launched across, so it floats down and then should float back up, and that's why we put the curtain there to stop them sort of getting lost. And then yeah, I'm pretty confident about this. There we go, and it goes back the other way. So that's our first flying machine done. So what we can do, either you can come out here and start from that, or if you're good enough or you haven't started this machine already, you can put the next block on the end, but we'll go over here. So come out a few, oh, and then in one, and then we want to go 9 across. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and then we have our sticky piston, so I think we need to go this way, and then from here 9 again. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 with an end cap. Yep, that lines up, that's fantastic. And then again, sticky piston there, and then what we want to do is have our observer, so the face is on the outside, and again there, and then let's get this going. There we go, and they're both off to the races. So Already we can see them collecting the kelp. Obviously we're in the area, so the squids aren't spawning as much as they could. We'll probably get a few, but what we need to do is go right up into the sky, and then that will allow the squids to spawn, because at the moment the mob cap is being taken up by other I believe it's the fishes, but if we go further up it will be just the squid that spawn. But what we can do, and one thing you can sort of automate a little bit, is having this on one system. So if we lock that like so, once they get here they will stop. If you want to remove that, so you just have that as your main docking station, you can actually just get rid of these blocks, and that will just take away the ability to stop the flying machine on this end. And we can see this one has stopped, and then as soon as this one gets over, that one will stop as well. Here we go, and done. Okay, so if you just need to restart them, by unpowering the lever it will push it down, but then you need to re-engage it, and then that will fire the piston, and then you need to turn that off so this block is down, and that is the piston or the flying machine back operating again, and it will keep going. So for your farm to be as efficient as possible, what you want to be is roughly 180 or Y level 185, and as you can see, we're looking down, we're seeing a really dense amount of guardians, and anytime a squid spawns in this area, they're getting taken out pretty quickly, so it's making it as efficient as possible. And then the sweepers can come along and collect those ink sacs and move them into the collection areas. That is it for today's how to build a squid, ink and kelp farm. I'll put a card up in the top right now, which will show you how I integrated this into my already existing guardian farm on my single player world, Jurassic's World, so check that out. And if you didn't know already, this is a farm by Ray's-Work, who is on the Prototech server, so go and check his other videos out. He does a load of these cool farms, and I've got a ton of them already on my world. So hope you enjoyed this and hope this works for you. I'll also put this in the description as a world download, so you can get it and have a play around, or if things aren't quite working for you, you can have a look at how this goes. And we will see you next time on the next episode of How To, or please join us on Jurassic's World. Thanks once again, and we'll see you soon. Bye.